Larry Cox strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Larry Cox.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight.
First pitch, 7:06.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
That's right where he's going to need to be against this lineup. On the corners all night long.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. A little low. It's 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Dozier is right there, and the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Designated hitter, Benji.
Striding into the box, Benji Dennis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. In there, strike one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Rory James.
Rory James gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. On the ground to the right side. Throw gets in there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number one. No score. Zach Amezaga will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
High pop-up. Cox is there for it. He's got it one away.
Batting second, the shortstop, Raul Mondesi.
Stepping in, Raul Mondesi. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Stepping in now, Orkan Dale pitches a cold strike. The throw, the tag, and he's out. Great job adjusting to the throw and applying the tag in time.
The best way a pitcher can slow down the running game is various moves. Hold the ball, throw to first, show your best move to first, or slide step. The guy tried to steal on a slide step right there. The chances are you're going to be out, and they nabbed him.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Cliff Brister makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Brister.
In there at the knees, strike one. Fly ball heading for the alley. Callison on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting fifth. Catcher.
Gregory Arellano will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike one.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. No one out with a runner at second. Chopped foul right at home plate. Tap foul at home plate. The 0-2 home. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Yeah, sometimes you just shake your head and move on. And he's thinking, how did that pitch wind up a strike? You just got to be thankful you don't see knuckleballers every day.
Standing in now, Jason Stromer, as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike one.
And tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he's fit to be tied after that one. It's 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Now, this is exactly how you go about shutting down a leadoff double. He turned right around, struck out the next 2 guys. So now they're going to need a little 2-out magic if they're going to dent that scoreboard.
Into the box, Prince Young, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Justin Rip strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Designated hitter, Rip.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
In now, Alfredo Guevara, as the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. Stromer has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Zach Underwood will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
On the ground to short. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly, and they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Kind of lucky to get it out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Into the box now, Gabe Callison. Pitch misses the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, they're trying to make something out of this inning after all. He's off and running here with 2 away, and he gets into second safely. So now all it'll take is a base hit to get us our first run of the game.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Brister coming in. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Juan Spanos is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Juan Spanos.
First offering on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now. Too high. 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Standing in now. As he can't get it that time, it's strike 1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Third inning, no score to this point. Did a good job to shorten up and put their shot at it here. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Ripped down the line, and that's through for a hit.
And if you walk up to him after this game and ask him how he hit that pitch, he's just going to shrug his shoulders and say, I don't know. That's as tough a location as there is, but he gets good wood on it, and he picks himself up a base hit.
Stepping in now, Larry Cox.
Nope.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Runner at first here, one man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Left side. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We've played 2.5. No score on the show. Hunter Dozier digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Arkansas. Third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to right. Stromer going back to the track. He's there and records the first out.
Batting ninth,
Jason Watson settles into the box for his first chance. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a flare out toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Into the box, Zach Ameziga, a swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base.
the batter number 2, shortstop, Raul.
Coming to the plate now, Raul Mondesi, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Hard hit ball to second. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Now batting, first baseman, Oil Can Dale.
Oil Can Dale steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second with the stolen base.
2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a line drive. But this will be foul. 0-2. Here it comes. To short. Cox gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in Game 2. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 1-0. Benji Dennis is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Rory James stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First delivery to him on the way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, if you want to be considered a strikeout pitcher, you better have a pretty good one of these. You see it here again on Show Track, and this is now 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts so far in the inning.
Into the box now, Cliff Brister. As you'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike one.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. That's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on the show right after this. Justin Ripp is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Designated hitter, Justin Ripp.
First pitch on its way. And he pops it up back behind second base. Cox is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder,
Alfredo Guevara is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
Now a snap throw to first. Runner's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Standing in now, Zach Underwood has to swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Runners on first with one down. He's running again. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Again, he's off for second. Pitch inside. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
One and two, here it comes. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. One out and a runner on second base. Hard liner toward short. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Gabe Callison. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Into the box, Hunter Dozier, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to right field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Just a little parachute shot out there into right field, but, you know, it's going to work for him as you see it get down out there, and that's going to drive in a run.
Jason Watson strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Hit hard to the right side. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. We played 4 full. The Naturals lead it 3-0. Gregory Arellano will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Now here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Amezaga scoops it up, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Right fielder, Jason Stromer.
In now, Jason Stromer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to short. Mondesi ranges to his right. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Prince Young.
Prince Young is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Starts him out with a good dancing knuckleball for a strike.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
2 out, nobody on. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Zach Amezaga will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far.
Second baseman, Zach Amezaga.
Rips this one to first, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
Number 2, shortstop,
Raul Mondesi will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Pitch on the way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, plenty to worry about now with only 1 out. Not only do you have a dangerous hitter on deck, but you've got a real speedster over there at first, so he could very well be on the move here.
Oil Can Dale will stand in again. Couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A pitch out. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
Well, that's no surprise to anybody that he's running right here on the first pitch. And these guys defensively, well, they know it too. But that just shows you the kind of speed he has out there, because even with the pitch out, he's still able to steal that base.
The 1-0 delivery. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Young. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Justin Rip will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Shot towards second, and that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at 3rd base.
And you'd like to think that a 2-out single would score your guy from second, but this ball was just hit too hard, and he's forced to hold on at 3rd base.
In now, Alfredo Guevara, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Brister is in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Juan Spanos will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Callison is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter.
Now to the plate, Vic Upchurch. He singled his last time up. Swing and a miss on the first pitch knuckler, strike one.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Larry Cox will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Zach Underwood gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Right fielder, Zach Underwood.
The pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. To third. To his right, Spanos. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The center fielder.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Gabe Callison will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begins throwing. Skied into straightaway right. Stromer waits on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
Hunter Dozier will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Now the pitch. To short, hit hard. Cox has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Back here for Texas League Baseball on the show. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Benji Dennis will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And another foul ball. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Well, in case you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot of these so far. 11 for him in the contest all told, as he just continues to mow down the opposing lineup here late into the ball game. Into the box now, Rory James. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, if you're just tuning into this game and you're wondering what's going on so far, well, here's the last 4 guys that have come to the plate. Here they are in order, and he's set down all 4 of those guys, all via the strikeout.
Standing in now, Cliff Brister. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
And even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
And he lays off for ball 1.
The one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Squared that one up just a little late. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now. Carving him up as the side is retired. Thomas Pierce will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Thomas Pierce.
Jason Watson will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Soft liner to the left side. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Well, sometimes that's how these rallies start. Little fluke hit, and now they're in business to start things out.
Zach Amezaga will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
From the belt, kicks and deals. He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Digging in to try it again, Raul Mondesi. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
I don't think you can ask for a whole lot more right here. You get back-to-back singles, then a good sacrifice, and just like that, they're set up for what could be a big inning.
Oil Can Dale will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And this could really be trouble now, because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Justin Rip comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
Oh, here's a hard hit ball. That'll get down into left center field. That's a base hit. 1 run is scored. The run scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
And you know, that one might be the one that breaks the camel's back right there. A 3-run deficit was going to be tough enough, but now it's up to 5 after that. And it might be about time to wave the white flag out there.
Alfredo Guevara will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
From the stretch, down the third baseline, and that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Zach Underwood will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Yeah, this one's going to cost them a run as they can only manage the out at first. But at least that makes it 2 outs now, so you can still minimize any damage if you can get the next guy out.
Gabe Callison will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
As a look, now the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Brister will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 8th inning coming up. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 6-0. Gregory Arellano comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Now here's the pitch. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is flared right back over the mound. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
The batter, right fielder.
Yeah, and it's been a long time since they've even had a base runner out there. You have to go all the way back to the 3rd inning to find the last one, and they've been stopped dead in their tracks ever since.
Jason Stromer will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Scooped up to second for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batter, left fielder, Prince Young.
Prince Young stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Into the seats, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Stepping in now, Juan Spanos, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Underwood is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Pedro Castro will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now at the plate, Hunter Dozier. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Hit to 3rd. Spanos is up with it. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batter, catcher, Jason.
At the plate, Jason Watson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Zach Ameziga steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Jackie Cornejo will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 47, Jackie Cornejo.
He's set. Here it comes. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Yeah, well, you know, he had to freeze there just for a split second to make sure that this ball wasn't going to get over his head. But he winds up making a pretty routine play out there after he figured it out.
Raul Mondesi will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time.
Well, a pretty productive at-bat last time, like you said, Matt. But right here with 2 outs, we're going to have to see if he can maybe find a gap and drive in a run.
Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Brister moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Jackie Cornejo will stay in the ball game as he'll. Vic Upchurch will stand in to start off the 9th here with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. Jim Early is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Sean Piedra will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Vic Upchurch will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. On the ground to third. To his left, Dozier. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, It all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Larry Cox will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
At the plate, Benji Dennis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Now you've got a 6-run lead out there, and there's no reason not to come right at that.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Underwood is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Naturals win this one 6-0. Good night, everybody.
No runs, 3 hits, 1 error.